Good evening. This is Professor Harier from Chennai. We have already discussed about the electro homeopathy in a basic level. It's only one video I have delivered so far. But today I am going to release one more video that is going to be an advanced version, not on a basic formula. It's an advanced formula, but I want to give it in this juncture because it is talk about the heart and heart remedy. So we are going to see a spagyric, which is going to be the I version on among all the spagyric. The spagyric we are going to discuss is Agioiticos. Okay, we are going to discuss on that Agioiticos. This group of medicines is 3 medicines are there in this group. 1, 2 and 3. Agioiticos 1 and 2 and 3. There are 3 remedies available and all made out of plant herbal kingdom only. Mainly Agioiticos 1, it takes care of the health of heart, arteries, veins and capillaries. These 3 major instruments, pathways are very necessary to purify our blood and make the circulation in a proper manner. These 3 things are very, very important to keep the blood in a exact wanted condition. Body is required some condition of blood to live. That will be taken care by the arteries, veins and capillaries. What we are going to see now, what are the arteries, what are veins and what are capillaries, what their functions. Arteries or blood vessels responsible for carrying oxygen-rich blood. Oxygen-rich blood means when the blood goes to the lungs, you have to see the first performance of the circulation, heart function. Heart is sucking the blood from whole body, toxic blood. What is that? Unpurified blood. After circulation, the blood secretes all carbon dioxide, everything, sediments from the body, and again it comes back to heart. Then heart again it pumps into the lungs. Lungs will give fullest form of oxygen. Then oxygen filled blood, that is called rich blood of oxygen rich blood, again will goes to heart. Then again heart pump it to the whole body. There is the 2-way system. One way pure blood goes, another way the toxic blood comes to heart. So the heart is a major instrument as to circulate it. When we are talking about the purification, heart is the major instrument to get purified. Suppose circulation is not there, there is no question of purification at all. So the purification is required. For that, transportation is required. Circulation is required. Without circulation, it can't be done. Okay? For this, heart is very, very important thing. Second thing, veins. Veins are the blood vessels that carry blood low in oxygen from the body back to the heart. As I said, toxic blood, carbohydrated, which is carbon-rich blood, all toxic blood, all will be come back to heart to purify it. We can simply say that poor, low oxygen blood or poor oxygen blood. We can say like that. So the veins are carrying poor oxygen blood to the heart from whole body. Capillaries or tiny blood containing structure that connect arteries to venules. They are the smallest and most abundant form of a blood vessel in the body. Capillaries are small enough to penetrate body's tissues, allowing oxygen, nutrient, and waste products to be exchanged between tissues and bloods. See, actually, two works has to be carried out. One, the purified blood, oxygen-rich blood has to be circulated, and oxygen-poor blood has to be taken back from the body. These two way it is working is going on. In between, some instruments are there. That some instrument is called capillaries. That capillaries are converting the oxygen blood into low oxygen blood. How? The capillaries are exchanging the purest form of blood to the tissues and removing the toxic and sediments from the tissues and bones everywhere, and it collect the low oxygen blood. The capillaries are doing this work. Pulmonary or arteries that transport oxygen-rich blood back to the heart left atrium from lungs. Pulmonary is another pathway which will take the purified blood, oxygen-rich blood to the heart again. As I said, heart will pump the poor oxygen blood to the lungs. Lungs will energize with the oxygen. The blood will get energized with the oxygen in the lungs. Again, it will goes back to the heart through pulmonaries. That is their work. Systemic or arteries that carry oxygen-rich blood and from the heart left ventricle to the tissues in all parts of body, they can return oxygen poor blood through veins back to the right atrium. This is the systemic is the system which transport blood, rich oxygen blood, the ventricle to the tissues. That is the main issues. Okay, that is the main circular body of the oxygen-rich blood. Heart and its operation. The heart is composed of specialized cardiac muscle and is four-chambered and a right atrium and ventricle and an anatomically separated left atrium and ventricle. This blood flow from the systematic, you can go through this lesson. We are going to see the heart photography, then you can easily understand. You see the heart photography. This is right atrium, right ventricle and left ventricle and left atrium. See the blood to the lungs. The poor oxygenized blood is getting collected here. Then it goes to the right ventricle. It goes to the right ventricle. From right ventricle, it is get pumped to the lungs through this tube, and from lungs it is comes again to the left atrium to the lungs heart. It again pumps out. This is the system. This is the system of blood moves to the body. Again, I am telling you, the poor oxygenized blood is storing here, and it comes to ventricle. Then from ventricle, it is getting pumped to the lungs. After getting oxygenized, it will comes to the left ventricle, left atrium, then to ventricle, then it moves to the whole body through aorta. This is the system. Okay. These are all the capillaries. These are all the capillaries. This is red color is and blue color. All are the toxic blood and artery blood, veins blood. This differentiation they have shown it. Angiotica 1, Angiotica 2, Angiotica 3. These all three remedies are act upon the blood and blood vessels to maintain blood composition and its circulation. Yes. The spagyric Angiotica 1 and Angiotica 2 and Angiotica 3 is doing its performance through their purification. What they are doing, they are maintaining the blood composition and its circulation. What is meaning by blood composition? Blood has some composition that has to be maintained. Then only it will, body will get the benefits out of the blood circulation. If the composition is not proper, there is no meaning of circulating it. So, the Angiotica group is maintaining the composition of blood and its circulation both together. So, what are the composition of blood? Blood is specialized body fluid. It is a fluid. Water is more in the blood. It has four main components: plasma, red blood cells, and white blood cells, and platelets. What is the function of blood? It has more function. Every major functions are transporting oxygen and nutrient to the lungs and tissues. This is the major function of blood. For that, blood plasma, blood red cells, white blood cells, platelets, all are to be pakka, all are to be intact. Okay? When these combinations lagging, then disease is getting started. The circulation will happen, blood will move and come back, but body will get suffer again because this composition may differs. That Angiotica group is maintaining the composition. That is the main use of Angiotica. Medical value of this Angiotica group. This group are specific for both right and left side of the heart, along with the blood vessel, arteries, veins, both capillaries. These all three remedies act upon the blood components and blood vessels and maintain blood composition and circulation. These three Angiotica, spagyric remedies, it control, it maintain blood vessels, arteries, veins, both capillaries. So it is capillaries, both capillaries means arteries capillaries and veins capillaries. There is an exchanging part where the oxygenized blood and poor oxygen blood are getting changed. That is the both the capillaries. These all three remedies acts upon the blood components and blood vessels. Maintaining the blood component is very, very important. If the circulation is pakka, but combination components of blood is not pakka, means what is the purpose of it? Getting circulated. So the components should be pakka, composition should be pakka. Then only the circulation will give the full result. That is the main aim of us. After temperament, it is correspondent with the sanguine temperament and it used along with the Patrol's group, blue and green electricity. These are the combination spagyrics. we can use along with the Agioitica group. Okay, best for maintain structural and functional state. Always we are going to see the what is blue and green electricity, petroleums group, everything we are going to see soon by next videos. Everything I am going to brief it nicely. Already it has got prepared, only video shooting is pending now. And best for the maintenance of structural and functional state. What is structural and functional state? See, when the circulation is there, veins are there, arteries are there, capillaries are there, it must have some structure. Where to go, how long, how short, how distance, where has to be covered, what is the pathway, where to return back. These are all the structural and functional states. Functional means it has to reach every area, every tissues. To energize the body and tissues. That is the main purpose of the circulation. So this Agioitica group is maintaining the structural and functional duties also. Always distribute blood circulation, not disturb. There's a distribute blood. Always disturb. Always disturb blood circulation. Inflammatory with the congestion and cyanosis. This is blood clot. We can say this is a bluish blood clot. It not moves out. It is getting stagnated and make it as a blue status. Other than this, it is useful for all the diseases, because all the diseases will get cured by circulation of blood. If the oxygenized blood goes into the area where the problem is there, the problem will be get solved. So for all the disease, the Agioitica can be used with the combinations. It will be take care of the circulation part and the blood component part, blood composition part, and quality of blood will be in proper manner. For that it is very useful. Agioitica 1 we are going to discuss now. What is the Agioitica 1? How it is getting prepared? The spagyric, how the Agioitica 1 is getting prepared. Basically, Agioitica 1 and 2 and 3, in all three some basic herbals will be there. In between Agioitica 1 and 2, some herbals will be changed. One herbal might be in Agioitica 1 and another herbal may not be in Agioitica 2. So there is a slight changes of herbals and it forms Agioitica 1 and Agioitica 3. In this Agioitica 1, these are the herbals with the unit, how much unit, your percentage, or you can say it as a portion of medicine combines the Agioitica 1. Aranica montana is 20, 20 units you can say. Avena satvia, 80 units you can say. Capsula brusa pastoris is 20 unit. Malva 5 unit. Sagunaria 10 unit. Hydratis. So this differences is these different herbals makes the full form of Agioitica 1. Since this Agioitica 1 will be very useful for transportation component, and it will be very useful for specific left side of the heart. What is the left side of the heart works? It supplies oxygen rich blood to the body. Understood? mainly act on the arterial structure. Left side of our heart, always supplying pure blood, that is oxygen rich blood to the bodies and tissues. Okay? Angiotica 1 is purely concentrating on that structural part of body component, blood component and structural arterial structures. Maintain the circulation of blood with the maintain the blood flow and its components and volume also. How much blood has to go? If blood goes less, it will give some other problem. If blood goes fast, it gives some other problem. There only the low BP, high BP comes. Hyper or hypo starts there. And controls vascoconstrictor and vasodilator impulses. We are going to see next video what about these two functions, and it is nothing but it is sinking and opening. Vessels, arteries and veins are getting shrinked and open. When the flow is there, then only it will be flowable. Treat all the disorders, arteries from the contamination state of an irregular circulations. The contamination should not be there. Contamination means it is become impure blood. Understood? Contamination has to be removed. Then only the blood will give another energy, fresh energy to the tissues. So the Agioitica 1 is going to do this. It modifies, corrects, regulates and restores it to the healthy state. It maintains a healthy state of the blood. If the healthy state of the blood confirmed, our body will be a healthy body. There won't be any doubt at all. Eliminate the toxic which disturb circulation. How the toxics will disturb the circulations? How it is doing it? The circulation toxic blood will always not thinner, it is thicker and sedimentary. So the disturbance of circulation will be always there. Okay? It will take care of that also. And one more, hypertension and heart disease, hypotension, cardiac energy, best remedy, kidney, skin, nerve system also getting cured through this surgery. Heart disease, kidney disease, all require transportation, circulation of blood. It takes care of the purification of blood and circulation of blood, then every organ will be in a good manner, in a good system of operation. Okay? Next video we are going to see this discussions about these two functions. Today we are going to close up this video. If you have any doubt, you can call my WhatsApp, and if you have liked this video, you can put your like marking and subscribe my channel with all bell mark, then it will take you to my all other videos too. If you have any doubt or need a clarification, you can put a comment on a comment box, or you can call me on a WhatsApp. No problem. Thanking you. This is Professor Harrier from Chennai. Bye.